Hello, y'all. I'm Amazonian Treasures. Coming back with another read. This one will be titled Rapunzel's Tower. I kept seeing different things that led me up to this message. It was so powerful, I had to share it in real time. I did pre-plot some stuff, and I did get some angel number messages and things, and I broke them down for y'all so y'all can get understand what's going on. I have not completed this reading because I y'all know how I do. I like to get information before I come to y'all with this, a reading. But it's on some things that I have talked about and different stuff like that, that I have been telling the public to be aware of, to watch out for. But this reading was so powerful, I had to share a portion of it in real time. I will come back on with the second part of God directs me and guides me to do so. I don't move on anybody's time, and I move on God's time. And so, with that being said, I won't always have a message for you, but I will have it when God directs me, and that's the only time that I move, and that's the only time that I am on. But anyway, we're gonna get into this. It's called Rapunzel's Tower. I'm starting to get a little bit on what it means. It's for the ones that have been trapped in a stagnant situation, stagnant person, place, or thing, anything involved in your life that has held you stagnant. I feel like you're going to be released from that. But this is not just on a simple individual level. This is going to be on a worldwide level. I'm not going to put a time stamp on it when it does, because some of my readings that I do predict sometimes usually is in a 2-year advance, or just depending when the energy plays and when God feels it's the direct timing. I'm just here to give the messages, and when they play out, you will see evidence of that. Not most of, all of my readings that I have done and prediction was for world readings that have came to pass. This last one that just happened just came to, it's going to come to pass. Some remnants have been showing about it coming to pass, as far as like the that blue beam ordeal, as far as what happened in Maui. That's why they're building these bunkers and different things like that. I'm preparing for that. They're going to do it on a worldwide level. I know y'all have heard about that sun simulator. I feel like it is extracting the plasma from our sun, and that's where they're getting the energy source from. And you also need black matter, a breakdown of black matter, or if I'm saying it right, I might have to go back to my records and reference it. But that's why the hydro collider has been performed. When you have a combination of that, you can create a lethal weapon that they also talked about back in the olden days during the Anunnaki. So some of this energy, these things pretty much, to understand the world is to understand that history always repeats itself, but it has to be a time and point in time where we have to stop certain events from happening that are man-made, because some of them are pushing certain agendas to make things unfavorable for them, instead of the whole community not thinking about it on a whole community level. But anyway, but it's called Rapunzel's Tower. It's going to be either a good tower for the ones that's on the righteous side, and a bad tower for the ones that have not been doing right. But the angel number that I got was 1149. This is a divine message that it's time to embark on a new spiritual journey that will lead you towards spiritual enlightenment and a completion, a better future. And when you break down those numbers, one is amplified, which is double. So this is a main focus of stuff that we need to be focusing on right now. With the numbers being amplified, that is definitely a focus, and it will unlock other things that these other numbers represent. It represents the first house. I break it down like that in the houses and stuff like that. It represents the first house: personality, physical appearance, how you navigate the world. And this is representing your inner world, your inner being, your soul. Also insight on perceptions of others and your unconscious expressions. So things that you feel that you don't express, how others perceive you and look at you, your appearance, who you are, what are you down here to navigate? And let me say it correctly. What is your purpose down here? And that first house is going to tell you how you're going to navigate down here, and what is the tools, pretty much your tools to navigate. And knowing yourself, knowing your inner self is going to help you navigate. So that's very important. It's amplified. So a lot of us need to jump forward and get onto that. The number 4 represents the 4th house, which is family, home, heritage, social value, domestic, governor, relationships with family, internal and external factors. So this is talking about your lineage, where you come from, knowing yourself. So that goes back to knowing your lineage, your history. If you get learn your ancestry direction, your ancestry lineage, your bloodline. Like they said, it's not really about, how can I say, the tribe we come from, but actually the blood types. The blood types play a major role in this. And please do your research. I can't break everything down for y'all right now. But this is just talking about your roots. Just talking about what you were destined for, what was your life purpose, with the one being amplified. The ninth house, house of philosophy, is dealing with international relations, immigrants, language, global trade, higher learning, mind expansion, generational family ties, luck, financial gain, and investments in business opportunities, charity, spiritual wisdom, and thoughts. So this plays a major part, and if you tie it together, you will see that pretty much it's talking about how we coincide with other religions, other cultures, and stuff like that, knowing ourselves so that we can put all the missing pieces together. Like I said, I look at all of us as, no matter what culture, religion you come from, I look at us as crystals. It's as if a crystal that was smashed. Everybody has a piece, but it's up to us to come together to put that back together, that crystal. But that's talking about higher learning yourself, knowing, like, expanding your mind. And it's going to be dealt with dealing with other cultures, knowing them, learning their ethnics, their different things that they follow, their beliefs, their government, the ways they do things. It's really just speaking on the United States and how our government is so much different from the outside cultures. We look at them as being slaves, but in reality, we really are the slaves. We're heavily manipulated. We're lied to. Other cultures, yes, they have their things with them, but to be real, they get to grow their own food. It's just a lot of other aspects that are different down here. We're getting lied to down here, but they know the truth because they study their lineage, and they keep up with their as far as their stories that they pass down from loved ones to loved ones. And that's how they kind of disconnect us from each other, because if you wipe out a mass of people, especially our elderly, with that attack that they performed with COVID, that was meant to wipe out our elderly so the information can be lost. And it's nothing personal. I'm pretty sure with the government, it's all about money, to be real. But anyway, another channel thing I got is creativity, birthing something new. Creativity is dealing with the sacral chakra, birthing. So also checking your health with the sixth house card down here as well. Eating right, watch what you intake, and that's spiritually, mentally, and physically. And consuming and eating things. And I was talking about that on my Facebook about the FDA and the USDA. We need to hold them accountable for the foods and stuff that they're giving us, and how they turning a blind eye with the Neptune to the justice system and laws that they're passing about our food. As you can see with these cards, that's how I said this message was so powerful. It touched down on certain shit. And it's crazy. They're turning a blind eye to these laws, passing laws that's dealing with our foods and stuff like that. The things that we intake, our frequencies. The justice system is under fire because of heavy manipulation as well. But I wrote down this Neptune, Libra, and the sixth house of what I have right here. I'm going to read it to y'all and express what it means. I just wanted to make sure I got it in real time so that y'all can understand it. But the messages that I was getting from it was laws getting passed. We are aware of being, laws getting passed. We are aware of being blind to injustice. Food issues, FDA, USDA, turning a blind eye for a gain. Biofood, need to be guarding. As so above, as so below. Contracts, partnerships, agreements with foreigners for food. Fairness, togetherness. Confusion because of low vibing food. And the things that you take in and stuff like that, it does affect your frequency. If you're eating low vibrating food, you're going to always feel sluggish and tired, and you don't want to complete anything. So that's the idea. And you wonder why it's an attack on America, why we have so much obesity, is because the food that we eat is not real food. It's not nutritionist. It's not adding any value to us. It's just making us sluggish and slow. And it's blocking off our third eye chakra, because when you're tired, you don't want to do anything. But I'm going to read these cards representing Neptune's energy, spiritual value, the idealization, cooperation to perfect, service to other. So that's the ideal in question right now. How do we come together to create this perfect world that we want to serve others? That's really what it is. We're here to be a service to others, to raise their frequencies with this Neptune card, the mental aspect. Confusion regarding decision about what is good for us. So as a collective, we need to come together and really sit down and have, even if we have outside committee meetings outside of what the cities, what they're standing there for, the city council and different things, have us a group meeting and see what is good for us. Let the people speak for us, because how can people that are in these high places that never experienced the lows, how can they see the need that we need when they haven't been there? And that's the perfect example of speaking on experience. I would not want a leader to lead me if they have not ever experienced the lows of life. Because how can you direct the whole world when you have no experience? And that just goes into everyday life. That's the mental aspect. We're confused because we don't know how to go about it and what is good for us. Everybody has their different opinion of what is good for us. But as a collective, we have one common enemy, and that is the justice system. Those are the people, those organizations that were set in place a long time ago after the takeover, which I told y'all to look at the creation of Adam. I broke all of that down. These things were already set in place before. But the physical sacrifice resulting from the fairness shown by your work. So when we come together and actually sacrifice this programming that we have, if we break loose from it, which clarified it with this detached card, and these are my cards that I have made, my oracle deck that I have made. On clarifying Neptune, it's saying detached. So this is detaching. That song, what is it? Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Pretty much. It said break that programming. See, we have been conditioned to believe certain things, and now certain things are coming up that is showing that our government has been lying to us. We know this, we are aware of this, but some of us choose to stay blind because we're stuck in this old paradigm, and we're just comfortable with the way things are going. It's pretty much, you're looking at it like, if it's not hurting me, why bother? But it is hurting your fellow men. So as a collective, what hurts us also hurts you. And even if it's not affecting you now, in the future, it will affect you. So don't think that you're away, from you're outside of this situation. But anyway, yeah, we need to work together. We have to sacrifice this programming, this way of thinking. It said results from the fairness shown by your work, us working together. We will get that justice. The scales will be balanced if we work together. Okay, let's turn it around. Okay, and the answers. With the spiritual answer, it said, inspire others with relationships as a full-time job. And when they say relationships, partnerships, what I stated down there when I was getting the channel message with the ninth house philosophy, getting together with other cultures, building the relationship of learning about their ethnics, respecting their cultural beliefs and their government and how they set up things. And we can possibly adopt different traditions and different things from their culture. We don't have to stay stuck to this old way that we have been, because we're in a new energy. This is a new age. So the things that work back there work back then. Some of them could work. Some of the things we need to adopt. But what we do on this earth is about upgrading our DNA, improving ourselves. So we adopt. We don't just take that whole system and adopt what was from the past because we're in a new age. We adopt what worked in the past, some things that worked in the past, and bring it to the new age, but not adopting every aspect of it, every trait of what we learn. That's what comes with the heritage, the family. Some things that we have taught, we have to break that because our family did the best that they could with the knowledge that they had. But as the next generation, you should be experiencing expansion in the mind Each generation should be getting smarter, swifter. We are the innovators. We supposed to create. We supposed to make our generation better. Cause it's like, how can I say? Just like a dog breed, for instance. If you breed a dog that's smart, strong, with another dog that is caring and compassion, you can possibly breed a dog that is disciplined, that has empathy and has compassion, but it's also smart and thinks with logic. It's the same way. And that's why I said it comes with the blood types, not the bloodline, the blood types. Okay, and some of us, it will be a full-time job for us. It means getting into every field that you can that is with helping. Rather, it doesn't have to have a name to it. You create it. That's what we are. We're innovators. Even if you don't find yourself fitting in a place, that means you were meant to create that. Like, say for instance, you got a certain type of music that you want to put out, but you don't feel that you fit in any genre. That means you're different. You're an innovator. That means you were sent down here to create something new. Hence, creativity birthing something new. And that also makes me go back to the Rapunzel thing when she was stolen at birth. And that's like our heritage, our creativity, our way of manifesting was stolen at birth. So it was just a lot of symbolistic things that I seen. Even the hermit card with the lantern, and my baby girl, she keeps talking about like the Rapunzel thing, and it keeps being on my mind as well. And we saw a flower the other day that looks like the flower that Rapunzel got her magic powers from, which was crazy that the mother ingested to save her daughter. And it's crazy, and that's like upgrading your DNA. You get what I'm saying? But the next one, the mental aspect, it said be prepared to sacrifice for the beauty of serving. So there is beauty in it. Yes, it's going to be ups and downs with this fight that we're fighting, because it is spiritual warfare. With the fights, we have to be prepared to sacrifice anything that we were comfortable with. We work in our best when we're uncomfortable. Just think about it. When we are uncomfortable, that makes our mind run. It makes us process information different. It keeps us on our toes. So be prepared to sacrifice, because there is beauty in serving. And it's beautiful. And that's definitely a frequency, a high frequency of love. Just serving others, giving back and pouring into them. And the physical aspect is yielding is the only way to do it with your partner, and do it a little at a time. So it is a lot of unions coming together, a lot of soulmates getting together, a lot of twin flames getting together, because we have a mission. God is partnering us up with people that has aspects we don't, and we have aspects that they don't. So we'll be a good match to create whatever it is that He needs us to create. We're birthing stuff and birthing something new. We're raising the frequency as well. So we are pretty much yielding, healing yourself. That's when it comes with the one, to learning your personality, your inner world, and yourself will draw you closer to your soulmate, your twin flame, or whoever you was destined to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It can be a contract, agreement, an opportunity for you to take that step ahead in order to embark on this new journey, to become a light, and to be able to work with others. To be able to create what you need to. God will put people that come in your life for a reason. Some come for a season, some stay for a lifetime. The ones that are coming for a season, there are lessons within you. You're learning something. So don't always look at lessons or karma as something bad. But do it with your partner a little at a time. So we're gonna get these opportunities as time go, and we're gonna just build up. Keep building up. It's like we're building up a portfolio until we get all the answers that we need to create what it is that God needs us to create. But right here with the Neptune clarifying that energy, like I said, is detached from old program and I can't even say it. Detach yourself from old programming that these justice systems with the Libra right here system have created in our mental state, because the Libra is also an air sign. Mental things, things that they tell us is fair, how they present stuff from us, because they are the source of these problems. And this is God right here, pretty much saying He is the one and true only God, that He is the only way. They try to play God and balance the scales of the way that they want it to be. It said relationships, the beauty of do it with your partner. It's a cooperation to perfect decisions. So they need our cooperation in order for these things to work. If we pull our power back, they fall. And that's why it's called Rapunzel's Tower. The ones that have kept trapped is no longer. And that's the source of it. Our justice system is the source of it. With the Libra, that also represents the justice system. That also represents commitment, relationships, partnerships, all types of things like that. It's governed by the Venus placement as well as Taurus, which is the organizations, the group, the belief system, the path of life, the hierarchies. Right here it said this is the sixth house energy. This is represented and governed by Gemini and Virgo. That is self-reflecting with the Hermit card. It is self-reflecting with your inner world. And the Gemini is making decisions, standing on it, not being indecisive. And that's like healthy routines, healthy things that you're embodying in your life. That's why it's represented as food. Feeding the soul does not mean feeding it with food. That's feeding it with knowledge. Your body yearns for these things. And right here, when you do the work, God will bless you abundantly. It doesn't always have to be in money, monetary value. It can also be in resources and things that you need to excel. But this is the two things that they've been playing with. Also, the government, our money and our food. This is the old pull the rabbit out the hat trick. They have been thriving off this energy alone. When I was telling y'all, what I tell y'all, the things that they use get us with making us persuading us to buy certain things is ethos, pathos, and logos. Different things that they use to attract us to get certain things, to buy food, to spend our money on. Certain resources, they make it seem like it's a need when it's not. That's why they create chaos, because how will you get a person to buy something or make it seem beneficial? You create chaos. You create fear mongering. Pretty much you create a need for it. Say, for instance, the example of COVID. Okay. Oh my God, it's a flu, it's a virus. Oh my God, I'm scared what I'm going to do. Instantly you think, okay, I got COVID. You're going to run to the health field. You're going to go and get medicine. You're going to get more fruits. They direct our money pretty much the way they wanted to go by creating fear and creating these false narratives to make us run to the direction to redirect the money flow the way that they wanted to. So, like I said, and as soon as COVID hit, how all of a sudden the prices of medicine go up, the prices of doctor visits, new laws being put in place as far as healthcare and food, people turning a blind eye to let certain foods go past. And if the FDA is doing their job, is no